Good evening, everyone. We are going to begin a new read aloud, and the title of this book is The One and Only Ivan. The author is Katherine Applegate. This book is going to be produced soon as a Disney movie, which is pretty exciting. This book also won a medal, as you can see there on the bottom. Sorry for the glare. But this is the John Newbery Medal, which is for the most distinguished contribution to American literature for children. So hopefully you remember hearing me talk about the Newbery Medal award being given every year for the one book that is the best story book in that year. This movie that it was filmed in Lakeland, Florida, right here, not far from us. Not this past summer, but the summer before. So I'm not sure when this movie will actually come out, but it makes me pretty excited. So this time you're going to follow along with the story as it goes, because it's not written in normal paragraphs and chapters. So I want you to be able to see it, because I think that that's going to help you understand the story a little more. Sorry about that. All right, so here you'll see that it's not really in chapters. It even starts with a glossary, which is at the front, which is unusual. Normally the glossary's in the back. And it tells you what a chest beat is when the gorillas slap on their chest. Domain is territory. A grunt is a snorting noise. A me-ball, M-E ball, is dried excrement thrown at observers. Glad I've never seen that in real life. 9,855 days. It talks about Ivan, who is the main character, and he's adopted a tally of days. Not Tag is a stuffed toy gorilla, which is pretty important, to the story. Silverback can also be referred to a gray boss. That's an adult male over 12 years old. Slimy chimp is slang. It's a little offensive. And it is a human. Refers to sweat on hairless skin. So that's what the gorillas would call us. And vining is casual play where they're swinging on vines. So here's the beginning. You'll see it's not labeled as a chapter or anything like that, and it's pretty short. If you have a copy of this book or can get a copy, it might be kind of fun for you to follow along, but if not, you'll be able to see everything right here. All right, here we begin. Hello, I am Ivan. I am a gorilla. It's not as easy as it looks. People call me the freeway gorilla, the ape at exit 8, the one and only Ivan, mighty Silverback. The names are mine, but they're not me. I am Ivan, just Ivan, only Ivan. Humans waste words. They toss them like banana peels and leave them to rot. Everyone knows the peels are the best part. I suppose you think gorillas can't understand you. Of course, you also probably think we can't walk upright. Try knuckle walking for an hour. You tell me, which way is more fun? Patience. I've learned to understand human words over the years, but understanding human speech is not the same as understanding humans. Humans speak too much. They chatter like chimps, crowding the world with their noise, even when they have nothing to say. It took me some time to recognize all those human sounds, to weave words into things, but I was patient. Patient is a useful way to be when you're an ape. Gorillas are as patient as stones. Humans, not so much. How I look. I used to be a wild gorilla, and I still look the part. I have a gorilla's shy gaze, a gorilla's sly smile. I wear a snowy saddle of fur, the uniform of a silverback. When the sun warms my back, I cast a gorilla's majestic shadow. In my size, humans see a test of themselves. They hear fighting words on the wind, when all I'm thinking is how the late day sun reminds me of a ripe nectarine. I'm mightier than any human, 400 pounds of pure power. My body looks made for battle. My arms, outstretched, span taller than the tallest human. That's pretty interesting and hard to even think about. I'm going to read that sentence again. My arms, outstretched, span taller than the tallest human. So what he's saying is that when he stretches his arms out to his side, that spans or is more than what the tallest human would be. My family tree spreads wide as well. I am a great ape, and you are a great ape, and so are chimpanzees and orangutans, and I'm not sure how to say this, but I'm going to guess, bonobos, all of us distant and distrustful cousins. I know this is troubling. I too find it hard to believe there is a connection across time and space, linking me to a race of ill-mannered clowns, chimps. There's no excuse for them. The Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. I live in a human habitat called the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. We are conveniently located off I-95 with shows at 2, 4, and 7, 365 days a year. Max says that when he answers the trilling telephone, Mac works here at the mall. He is the boss. I work here too. I am the gorilla. At the Big Top Mall, a creaky music carousel spins all day and monkeys and parrots live amid the merchants. In the middle of the mall is a ring with benches where humans can sit on their rumps while they eat soft pretzels. The floor is covered with sawdust made of dead trees. So this paragraph gave us a good description of what it looks like where he lives at the Big Top Mall. So that helps us visualize what others see when they are there. My domain is at one end of the ring. I live here because I am too much gorilla and not enough human. Stella's domain is next to me. Stella is an elephant. She and Bob, who is a dog, are my dearest friends. At present, I do not have any gorilla friends. My domain is made of thick glass and rusty metal and rough cement. Stella's domain is made of metal bars. The sun bear's domain is wood. The parrot's is wire mesh. 3 of my walls are glass. One of them is cracked, and a small piece about the size of my hand is missing from its bottom corner. I made the hole with a baseball bat Mac gave me for my 6th birthday. After that, he took the bat away, but he let me keep the baseball that came with it. A jungle scene is painted on one of my domain walls. It has a waterfall without water, and flowers without scent, and trees without roots. I didn't paint it, but I enjoy the way the shapes flow across my wall, even if it isn't much of a jungle. I am lucky my domain has 3 windowed walls. I can see the whole mall and a bit of the world beyond. The frantic pinball machines, the pink billows of cotton candy, the vast and treeless parking lot. Beyond the lot is a freeway where cars stampede without end. A giant sign at its edge beckons them to stop and rest like gazelles at a watering hole. So it just said they stop and rest like gazelles at a watering hole. Do you know what they're talking about there? So it's the sentence before that is talking about the freeway or the highway where cars go back and forth. The sign is faded, the color's bleeding, but I know what it says. Mac read its words aloud one day. Come to the Exit 8 Big Top Mall and Video Arcade, home of the one and only Ivan, mighty Silverback. Sadly, I cannot read, although I wish I could. Reading stories would make a fine way to fill my empty hours. Once, however, I was able to enjoy a book left in my domain by one of my keepers. It tasted like termite. The freeway billboard has a drawing of Mac in his clown clothes and Stella on her hind legs and an angry animal with fierce eyes and unkempt hair. That animal is supposed to be me, but the artist made a mistake. I am never angry. So I want you to think a little bit about Ivan and the other characters. Who is Stella? Who is Mac? And who is Bob? And we are going to stop there for today. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not. Here's the rest of that section. Anger is precious. A silverback uses anger to maintain order and warn his troop of danger. When my father beat his chest, it was to say, beware, listen, I am in charge. I am angry to protect you because that is what I was born to do. Here in my domain, there is no one to protect.